What's the word, y'all? Always watching TV, back with another exclusive. You know the vibes. Hit the like button if you're rocking with the content. Pull up in the comment sections, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you stay notified whenever we drop. Alright, y'all, so Sunday, Wack100 had VladTV on Clubhouse. They gave him an interview. He touched on various topics, various people. And one of the people's names that got brought up was Tommy Sotomayor. And I guess he caught wind of the interview and he hollered at Wack100 and he said he wants to respond to the things that Vlad said about him. So we got the audio. Now Tommy should have known that this was not a good idea. They was just baiting him into the lion's den. You could tell in Wack's tone, he wanted to hurry up and get it over with and get to the pack out, man. This was all a play to expose and go up on Tommy Sotomayor. And maybe he knew I wanted the clout as well, man. But y'all know how we do over here. Is always watching TV. I'm going to let the clip play. And you can catch me at the end of the video with a little more politics, man. Like, share the video, and let's get into the content.
I was hoping the first thing you would say was, you're right. He did say that about you, that you hate black people.
No, we heard him say it. We're gonna get to all that. But did you put out the recording on, like? Cause I'm
yes, sir.
To what his issue
Hold on. Yeah, I put out the recording, and let me tell you why. Because Tariq Nasheed, and I told him because he mischaracterized and he lied about it, and he's been talking about an interview that was done in 2015 for this long, but refuses to release it. Now, why would someone keep talking about what I said, but not let people hear what I said? Now, let me go to that. The reason I recorded it because Tariq Nasheed did a video after he left and said, me and Vlad set that nigga up. This was Tariq Nasheed, how he was talking while he was in there and when he left. No, I didn't blame you.
Well, you asked because he made you believe Vlad had something to do with it, bro. He trolled.
No. I asked Vlad. That was my point of recording it. That was my point. I didn't record him saying anything secret. Vlad said, I'll explain it to you. Vlad said, no, I had nothing to do with it. And that is the only thing I released to prove that Tariq Nasheed was lying to people.
Okay, now watch this.
That was it.
Oh, let me tell you what you did wrong, right? Just follow me on this, bro. Now, listen, I'm able to survive in your world because I got a lot of friends and my colleagues from your world. So I understand your world. I'm trying to let you understand mine. You mix them together, you can navigate a little better. What you were supposed to do, right, is let your content come out. Let the chatter of what they did drive the traffic to your content. Now you already know you got what you got. You got the bomb. Let your shit come out so people can hear, your piece, and then let that go if that's what you was gonna do. I think you did it out of order because you was a little.
It's always watching TV.
By him saying they lined you up, and what he did was hope that you went at Vlad about it because he knew by him up his relationship on that platform. Vlad is a platform, for some reason, you can go back over and over again and people still come back and watch you over and over again. So he already knew when he came up there and did that, he violated and Vlad was gonna cut him off. So what he wanted you to do is turn your water off, and that was his whole play, right? You wasn't thinking about it, it's over with. I'm just telling you what he did and how I would have handled it. Now, he says that you're like anti-black, right? Or whatever you don't
how
like.
You just spoke. Hold on. How you just spoke when you were speaking to Cap. That's how I speak. So if I'm anti-black, you're anti-black. Literally, what you just said is how I speak all the time.
I'm gonna tell you what my position is, right? I am American. I'm a black man of African descent in America, and I function the American way. Niggas like Cap, I tell them all the time, you don't like how America operate, take your back to wherever you say you from and be happy. But they don't do that because they ain't gonna respect them over there. They ain't gonna respect them over there, right?
But listen, Wack. That's what I do. That's why he won't release the video. If he's saying I said all kinds of stuff wrong, he release it. Let me tell you what makes sense and what doesn't, and you know it. Why would you say to people, I brought you in because they said bring you in, but I knew nothing about you? You want me to tell you what his first question to me was?
What? What was it?
And that's why I kind of felt like this was after Tariq left.
Well, he asked you what? You broke up, brother. You said what?
After Tariq left and all that went down, he said, you willing to still do the interview? I said, yeah. His first question to me was this. So you're Tommy Sotomayor, right? I said, yeah. He said, but your real name is Tux, ain't it?
It's always watching TV.
I said, what? Like, that was a weird first question. And for him to now say he don't know me, why would he do that?
Okay, well, stop. So, when he said people was telling him to interview you, he said he didn't know who you was. Vlad got a team over there, like I got a team over here, that's going to research it. He comes up with a whole list of questions, not from his research, from his team research, and he asks you the questions.
So so let me ask you, so you think he asked if he was interviewing Jamie Foxx, so your real name is Eric Bishop, right? Look, you think he would interview anybody whose stage name is that?
Jamie Foxx is a big public figure, right?
Whatever your stage name is, he called Tariq Nasheed. That's not his real name.
So you mad that he said your real name?
No, why are you saying I'm mad? I'm saying that's an odd thing to start with. You know it is. You Wack100. I'm not calling you your name.
Oh no, I tell people I'm Kaz Jones. I don't go.
You get my point. I know you get my point.
I'm Kaz Jones, the leader of R&B.
Do any of y'all other people who are listening to the show get my point? That it would be an odd thing if your name is whatever it is.
I think he was trying to go somewhere with you with that. I don't know.
But I didn't let it. But I'm saying I didn't let it bother me. I just answered. I did a great job on that interview. I did and so for him to keep categorizing.
What? I don't think he's questioning your interview. He got mad about being recorded. He didn't say nothing bad about your interview. He got mad.
He did. He said, I hate black folks and I hate black women. He said, I have no talent.
He's probably going at you.
But why would he be going at me? I didn't go at him.
I'm going to ask you, right? Do you go at black people you don't know? Do you ever go at black people that you don't know?
What I do is talk about.
Somebody asks you a question about somebody. No. If somebody asks you a question about somebody, if you don't know about them, will you just go at them, or will you do your research and get out of conversation?
No, I do my research and I have a conversation. Let me tell you what it is that I do. I talk about things that are in the news. Like I talk about us murdering each other. We can't keep blaming white folks if we're murdering each other. Like what you just said. If we hate America, why wouldn't we leave? What you just talked about. I said we do too much sitting in front of white people saying we hate them and then asking them for favors.
Gotcha. So
when I do that...
Hey, we're going to get back to the audio. As always watching TV, make sure y'all like the video. I just want to tap in real quick and give my 2 cents. This doesn't even seem like an interview. Like, Wack is just lining this brother up. He's not even allowing him to answer the questions. He's slow cooking him, y'all. It's about to go up anytime now. Let's get back to the audio.
Where'd you grow up at, Tommy?
I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, you from Atlanta? All right, so...
Yeah, but I did live out in California. That might be what you hear.
I'm 47. Are we about the same age? I'm 47.
I'm 48. I'm about to be 49 this year.
All right, so okay, great. So my question to you is, right, growing up in Atlanta, I'm listening to you talk. I'm going to make the assumption that you grew up, you had a pretty good upbringing. You probably went through the struggle like all of us, but you didn't get caught up in gangs and shit like that. Like, I'm just listening to you. I don't get that from you.
Well, the neighborhood we lived in was a red neighborhood, but the problem was, not the problem, a lot of the brothers around realized at some point, I remember one of them came up to me because I was trying to get jumped in. I was like, hey, and he was like, nah, you got a future. I guess they realized I was actually very smart. So a few of them then would protect me, but I was still hanging around.
Got you. So you grew up in a gang area, but the cats was like, nah, this ain't for you, and they made sure you stay out of it, right?
Yeah, except for when I went to
Right?
college, then we came back and, a nigga had to move a couple bit because I went to Georgia Tech, and while I was there, to help me pay for college, they helped me. I moved a little bit.
It's always watching TV.
I moved
Okay,
but I moved for them.
But ultimately, they didn't let you get caught up in that. And it
That's
took,
right.
now some of these guys, right? Let me ask you a question. Some of these guys, when you was young, you seen them doing a bunch of dumb shit because that's just what it was. And some of them, I would guess, when you came back later on in life, some of them were still around, but they wasn't doing the dumb. A few of them was probably trying to keep the youngsters from getting involved in it, but they were still there, right?
Well, the sad part about it was most of them were either dead or in jail. Matter of fact, by the time I went to college, half of them had died or were locked up.
Gotcha. It wasn't none of them that made it out, and
To this day, To this day, I can't name. I think maybe a couple of my cousins. One of them just got out of jail, so I guess you could say he made it out. But it really, I shot a movie. You could go look at it on Amazon Prime. It's called The Fatherless America. I went back to my neighborhood, like it's completely gone, like nobody's there left.
It's always watching TV.
Gotcha. So my question to you is, right? Because I heard a clip you talking about me, and I know you don't know me, right? And you
what I say about you?
You assume that I was out here misleading the youth and all this crazy because some weirdo told you this shit. And
that must have been somebody else because I didn't say anything about you. I don't know. I literally don't know anything about you.
We got the content. We're going to let you hear
Go
you
ahead,
like you heard Black. Right?
Yeah, play it.
Actually, where the content at? Let's
get the content out there, team.
Because I've said a lot of things over the course of 2009.
Because see, Tom, I'm listening to you talk, right? And my lane is a lane you can't come in because you really don't understand it because some brothers looked out for you. They kept you out of that lane, right? So it really ain't for you to understand when somebody like me is moving a certain way, right? But we're going to let you hear yourself.
Yeah, please, let me hear.
Tom, you've been to college, right? You've been to college, right?
Yes.
Are you part of a fraternity?
No, sir.
You didn't pledge nothing? You just went through college, you didn't become part of a certain group?
Nope. I remember I'm Legacy Alpha, but I remember talking to my man Eddie, and he was the one that was, I sit down and I asked him, what's the biggest reasons why I should pledge? Because I just like being, I inquire, I like to inquire about things. And he said, well, basically you get to go to a lot of the parties and you get a lot of, and that set me back a little bit. I kept saying, so I would need to join a group of niggas to do this. I couldn't do this on my own.
It's always watching TV.
So have you ever been part of a religious group, like Christian or Muslim, or you got a religious belief?
Look, when I was little, we were Catholic, then we were Pentecostal, then we ended up Baptist. So it was as a kid, and then as I grew up, I got out of that.
So you never really had a religious thing, right? So
no, like I said, once I got old enough and I studied for myself because I like to inquire, I started to not like what even my own home. My mom is a pastor, but I kept pointing out the Bible says that you're not supposed to be doing this. And if you go against the Bible, I'm kind of confused.
Right. Okay, so it's true to say that you growing up, you never really did anything to create a following where people followed your ways growing up, right? You kind of was like finding your own way, right?
I was really good at sports.
Because you was gonna go do a fraternity, then your guy told you like, I ain't doing that. Then religion, you was like Catholic, Baptist, this, that. You're like, you know what? I ain't doing that. So you never really did anything to have people follow you.
No, I did actually. One of the things I did to get people to follow me. One, I was really good at sports, so they followed me that way. Two, I was really good at music, and people followed me that way. Three, I used to talk about why we shouldn't be religious, and people used to literally follow me around. As a matter of fact, you can look back on the first Million Man March, the second one, the reunion, the second one. There was over 300.
So did you do any of these things that you like regretted doing, and like, you know what, that following wasn't a good following, I need to switch that up?
Did I ever get people to follow me and then realize that was a bad thing? I think that when I was, for a while, I was talking religion because that's how I grew up. So I started teaching against that. But I was sad that all the times that
Stop
I
right
had told
there,
people that.
Tommy. Stop right there. See, this is where a guy like you need to seek understanding before you start talking. You know, I'm 47, and I still holler. I'm 47 years old, right? And I still holler Paru, right? You know why, Tommy? See, I can erase myself. I'm a nigga with a whole lot of money and a whole lot of resources, and I can erase myself and go to the top of the mountain and don't let nobody see me. Now, Tommy, if I was to do that, right, that means all those youngsters down there who's doing the that I did at their age,
It's always watching TV.
they not able to see the success story of somebody who went the opposite way, right, Tommy?
Yes.
Should I come back a nigga in the suit, clean cut, and say, hey, I'm a millionaire, and I got artists, and I have a diaper company, and I do real estate, and this is the way to go? Or should I come back down the hill and say, what's happening, homie? Yeah, this Wack from Paru. What's up, youngster? You banging? Yeah, I did that too, and ended up doing 10 fucking years. That ain't the way to go. Check it out. If you go to that school, you can make this move and make that move. You see me today? Totally legal. Homie, on Paru, everything I do is legal. They telling you to do the robberies and the stealing and the... I'm telling you, that ain't... You heard of me? Yeah, you the big homie. With a big homie telling you, I don't drink, I don't do no drugs, and you ain't got to do nothing to get up this hill. What they talking about, go to the police academy. What they talking about, go to the military. Them niggas. The big homie you heard all the stories about, that's me. I'm a multi-millionaire. I own this, and that legally, and I don't do none of that. How you think I'm going to grab the attention of them niggas in that ghetto? Coming down with a suit, clean cut, or coming down in the form of them? How you think I'm going to grab them?
Well, first off, I agree with you, which is why I speak the way I speak. And people always ask me,
why you say?
Well, hold on,
so
you
why
won't
you
let
say?
me fully answer. You won't let me.
No, but
fully
why you
answer
say I
anything,
shouldn't be doing that?
Hold on, because you won't let me. One, you right now, even you won't
Go
let me
ahead
fully
on.
answer.
Go ahead on.
What?
Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
listening.
I said, one, I agree with you. And if you listen to it, and anybody who listened to that interview, I said, first, I don't know him. I don't like talking on people. That's their lane. Then they said he be beefing with niggas, getting niggas to fight. They didn't say he be getting diaper companies. He go and tell them. And I even said at that point, I said, well, if that's what he's doing, that's wrong. But then again, I don't know what he's doing. I went right back to, I can only go by what you said, which is why I said if. That was all I said. Everybody heard it.
Hey, listen,
I had
Tommy,
nothing
watch
bad
this.
to say about you. I didn't know you, and I
Tommy,
told them
watch
I
this,
don't know
Tommy.
you.
Tommy, watch this. You know what I do? These gangster niggas, that's rats, I expose them. You know why I expose them? Because I show the youngsters these niggas is faking. All that tough gangster, they're faking. These niggas is bitches. The ones they want you to be like them, this nigga's a rat. This other nigga you look up to, he over here, he fucking women. This other nigga over here, he doing this, he doing that. These niggas, that ain't the way to, you know what I preach against? Gang banging. You know what I tell them? The dumbest thing I did in my life? Gang banging. But guess what? The young homies look up to me. Why you think they look up to me?
No,
they
I
say,
agree with everything you're saying.
That nigga come from where I come from. So what I'm saying is, like, you was real quick to pass judgment because of whatever this bozo said.
What you're doing right now, and anybody with common sense heard it. That is not what I did. You can play it again. I literally did it. If one person would get out the mic and say that's what I did. If I want one person. Huh?
You want to hear
Please
yourself
explain
again?
to them how I did it. Please go ahead. Tell them.
Bro, look, you know what it is?
Wow,
Let me tell
so
you
now
was
I
right.
just shouldn't have said anything.
No,
watch this. Saying,
when you said, look, yeah, but at that point, you let them gaslight you and feed you a lie And you
I said, if that's what's happening. I literally said, if that, it was one line. I said, if that's what's happening, that's wrong.
Tommy,
and
you
then
know
I went
why
right
you can't
back
holler?
to me.
Tommy, listen. If I stop screaming Power Rule, I can't get the attention of the active Power Rules, right?
I just sit here and everything you're telling me now. I said, I agree, but I'm not going to let people mischaracterize what could be anybody with common sense just heard. When that man was telling you about me on his show, he was telling you from his standing point. He was gaslighting you and everyone else.
He didn't gaslight.
And he's been doing it for years.
Hey, Tommy, watch this, Tommy. Did you hear me say anything about you when he said what he said? You know why?
No, what you said,
hold on. What you said
was something about Tyreek. No, what you said was something about Tyreek.
If that ain't true,
I know what Tyreek was doing. You said how Tyreek was. You gave your opinion on what Tyreek's actions were.
I know Tyreek. Tyreek has said with me and Captain Tazarian on No Jumper for 2 hours.
No, I'm saying you gave your opinion of what he did and why he did it.
No. That's to you right now.
It's always watching TV.
But when,
I'm saying to Vlad, when you and Vlad were talking. When you and Vlad were talking, you gave your opinion
of why
Tyreek
was bro. When Vlad mentioned your name, and I know Tyreek, I can speak on Tyreek. This is my point, and let it be a learning example for you. When Vlad said your name about you being anti-whatever, because I've never heard it come out mouth, I said nothing. So
you said you didn't hear him say it.
Look, bro,
you said on this panel you did not hear him say it.
I didn't. And guess what?
You couldn't have responded to something you didn't hear.
Listen, now watch this. I could have responded to you. This is my platform. I could say
I'm saying if you didn't hear it.
So I'm asking you, bro, do you think you should have just kind of like left it where you left it when it came to Wack100? Because you never heard me on audio go tell some niggas to fight on Pyro? I want to see if you're going to keep it real with yourself.
That's why I said in the thing, I don't know. I said, if he said that, that's wrong. If somebody asked you, if they said, well, this guy named Tommy, he stood up there and slapped a bitch in the face. And you said, well, if he did that, that's wrong. How are you talking about
that ain't what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, I don't know what she did to him. I can't speak on it.
And they would say, well, you're not supposed to put your hand on a woman, right? Do you believe you can put your hand on a woman?
Nah. I don't believe in that. My mama taught me, if a hit you, you hit an ass back.
I agree. I agree 100%, but you know how people talk.
What I'm saying is, you like to take the bait of what people say.
But I didn't take it.
You did, bro. When you was at, I don't know him and I don't whoop, so I tend not to get in that to beef with him. You should have left it right there, but you let him gaslight you and tell you some shit to get you to comment on some shit, just as Tyreek did when he told you me and Vlad set you up, but you never heard that.
That's why I asked Vlad.
Learn from this,
but I asked Vlad.
And Vlad
told you. I didn't take his word.
So you don't feel like what we just heard that maybe you should have just like left it where it was at. I don't know the brother and boom.
So listen to what you're saying. Here's what I don't understand. You're saying that you go and you tell people how you used to gangbang and you spent 10 years in jail and you did all this stuff bad that was criminal acts. You say you did them and probably hurt some people, but you did them. And you said you go back and tell them how wrong it was, the worst decision you made. But then you're telling me, a person who's right here, that me talking to someone on the phone and they say to me, this person did this. What do you think about it? I say, well, if that's true, then I feel like this.
Why didn't you say, well, let me hear it?
Well, because I'm sitting there and I said, I don't know. And then as you say, why do these people have a
You don't think you should have left it there? You don't feel like in no way when you said, well, you know, I don't know the brother and whoop-de-whoop, but I still
listen to what you just said.
So I don't.
Yet you did. Listen to what you just said, and yet you didn't say to Vlad, why don't you just let us hear it then? Since you're going to keep telling us year after year.
I didn't address it. But see, you addressed it. I never addressed you. Show me where I addressed you to Vlad. I never said a word. I never said a word about you.
So let me ask you, did you see Tariq Nasheed's video?
No.
Did you
I don't watch
anything?
I ain't heard. Bro. I have never ever
Vlad's word for what happened, and then gave a comment about it when you didn't see it or hear it.
Hey, bro, what do you mean? I just told you that right now. I didn't say that on there. I don't know what the.
No, you did say it.
So I was watching TV.
Hey, bro, your name ain't Tariq, nigga. We talking about you. I can speak on Tariq. I got his phone number. I done sat out with him. I can call that man. We've talked. But what I'm saying, when your name came up, did I elaborate on any of that? Did I say, yo, if he like that? I didn't say, because I never heard it come out your mouth, right?
I know, but and you also said on the show tonight, you said,
I never mentioned your name.
Yes, and you also said
did I ever mention your name?
You mentioned my name. You didn't mention anything about
your name. I didn't say nothing about what that man said.
Anything about me. You mentioned my name.
Okay, so let's flip it. You don't think you should have left it where it was at when you said, well, I don't know nothing? I don't know nothing about it.
If you believe I should have left it where it was, we'll say I should have just said I don't know anything about it and should have.
No, I ain't know about what I believe. Now you acting like a little bitch. Now you acting like a little bitch.
Okay, so now I'm getting called out of my name simply because I answered
Because you is a bitch. You's a bitch. You's a nigga. Because you don't want to man up and say, you know what, Wack? Because you said you don't want to man up and say, you know what, Wack? I heard what you did with me.
Because I don't agree with you. I'm a bitch.
I heard, no, because you don't want to say, I heard what you did with my name, which you didn't say. But yeah,
I'm not you.
You let niggas gaslight you. You never heard me.
I didn't badmouth you.
Okay, bro. Hey, bro. You talked about me as if I really did these things.
I talk about Donald Trump and I don't know him.
Nigga, I'm not Donald Trump, nigga.
You're a public figure.
I'm not but you're not. That's the problem.
I'm not what?
You're not. You're not. You think you're somebody you really are. You ain't no public figure. You's a big nigga. That's what you
are.
You a public
figure. Still,
you's a public bitch. Nobody can know you, nigga.
Yo, this is childish.
No, you're childish. You're childish. I think you're part of the community.
You, sir.
No, yes, you have, because you don't want to say.
What did I say wrong? Go ahead, tell me.
You know what? Bro,
I didn't say what you wanted me to say. So...
No, first of all, bro, keep gangbanging out your mouth, because your don't understand what
gangbanging wasn't in my mouth with your bitch.
Nigga, you don't know nothing about
shit. Y'all niggas are stupid. They were right. They were right about how y'all talk. Y'all niggas are idiots.
Are you still showering with your daughter? Answer the question. Answer the question.
Wait, now he's showering with his daughter.
Answer the question.
Now he's showering with his...
She's going to
answer the question.
Whatever you want. Go ahead.
Are you still showering?
Oh man, so nobody couldn't tell Tommy Sotomayor that this is how this was going to turn out, man. He couldn't go do his homework, his research. Clearly, he didn't learn from the VladTV incident. Bro, do your homework on who you speaking on. He would have known off rip the minute the conversation started. He was supposed to be disrespectful, on hots, don't even answer no question. You should have your own questions to ask Wack, because he about to put you in a trick bag. The questions is just to soften you up, make you feel like, hey, yeah, man, we cool. We try to get to know who you is. Yeah, you want to respond to Vlad, right? Man, they not about to give you a voice to talk crazy about Vlad. That's one of his allies now. He probably called Vlad and asked Vlad for information on you. Yo, what's up, man? I got Tommy Sotomayor. He trying to come on Clubhouse and respond to what you said about him. What's up, man? Tell me some dirt on him. You know we ain't gonna let that rock, Vlad. We gonna bring him up here, make him feel like he's at home, and then we gonna send it up to the moon. And Tommy Sotomayor fell for the bait. He really came there. He was respectful at first. Hey, Wack, yeah, man, I'm trying to explain to you what happened. And no, they don't care about what happened, bro. They want to talk about you taking showers with your daughter. I even heard Wack said he thinks you're part of the community. He went and called Naughty. If those of you who don't know who Naughty is, it's a transgender person over there on the app. He went and got him for him. It's like, bro, all the signs was indicating this is about to be a pack out. He not letting you answer. No, he's asking you a question, and then as soon as you about to answer, he cutting you off and asking you another question. This ain't no interview, man. They trying to set it up to the moon. You content right now. And maybe Tommy Sotomayor knew it and he felt like, man, this is going to put me back in the algorithm. This is going to turn my views up. It's whatever, man. I'm going to go there, give them what they want. Because he even said it coming down to the end. They were right. They were right about you guys. Y'all are crazy. Man, Wack100 got a team of maniacs over there, man. You ain't about to come over there and have no conversation with Wack. Unless it's a conversation he want to have, man. The minute you going against what he got going on over there and you go over to his stage, man, you already lost, man. But what y'all think about this? How y'all feel about this? Wack100 goes at it with Tommy Sotomayor over the VladTV situation. And to be honest, Tommy didn't really get to even say much in the conversation, man. It was basically a pack out. They baited him into the lion's den, and as soon as he got comfortable and let his guards down, Wack unleashed the wolves on him, man. But what y'all think about this? How y'all feel about this? It's Always Watching TV. Make sure y'all like, share the video, get us in the algorithm, show your support, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so you stay notified and updated whenever we drop. Follow us on all socials at Always Watching TV. I appreciate y'all. And you know the vibes. Until next time, I'm out of here.